getting into business that he should be in? I know. So it is Saturday the 14th. Actually, I just couldn't sleep at 3 a.m. and so I just laid and watched movies for a bit, and I watched this film called Saturday the 14th. Came out in 81, and I was 8 years old. Stop! It's a horror comedy, and it's hilarious and cheesy. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's just funny. I'm a little unkempt. The house is cold. I don't feel well. Started feeling better being on the antibiotic, but I've been off the antibiotic for 2 or 3 days, so I'm just not feeling well. I was going to do this little cooking vlog yesterday, but again, I didn't feel well, so I put it on hold until today. That was the oven beeping, and I hope you can hear me over the music in the background. But today, first off, I am going to start off and get this out of the way, but some of the gnats in here. Got banana peel in the rubbish, because that's what they're after, and I leave the door open every time I go out, so, when I go to walk the dogs, I leave the front door open. It was warm the other day. I guess that's all they got in. Oh well, anyway, first thing I'm going to do to get out of the way is I'm going to make this cake. It is Party Rainbow Chip. I decided to do something different. I was going to make one from scratch, but now I don't feel well today. But I wanted to bake something nice and sweet for me and the neighbor. And like I said in a previous video, if you have really any decent extensive knowledge of cooking and baking, you can actually work wonders with box cake mixes. Otherwise, because if you don't, most people's cakes turn out dry and they're god awful. It's like eating sandpaper. But I know a few hacks from having gone to some cooking classes throughout my life and learning from my mother. She was friends with like some chefs and bakers, and I didn't ever want to go into the food service like that, be a chef or a baker or anything like that. But I still love to cook and bake. My mom's arthritis just got so bad to a point where she just no longer could show me, the expertise she had and that kind of stuff. But she knew people, she knew a lot of chefs, and so, there's all these overpriced schools. Like here in Atlanta, we have, I think at the Art Institute, there's a cooking school, the Cordon Bleu and the Culinary Art Institute or something like that. There's some here, and honestly, they're just overpriced. Well, my mom knew chefs and bakers and whatnot that actually, taught at these schools, so I got to go to all these classes for free, and actually, even though I didn't pay for it, I guess I could have gotten the certificate for free as well if I really wanted to go into that business, but I just did it. That wasn't me. I like to cook and bake on my own terms, so that's why I didn't ever want to go into that kind of field. I ended up going into the medical field. I still try to apply a lot of those learned things and what I still do. So you can, if you know what you're doing, you can really work wonders with a box picnic. What are you doing, Bubba? Oh, there you are. I just kicked you in the leg. Sorry. And then while that is in the oven, I am going to whip up my late mother's awesome cheesy lasagna. I have not made a lasagna in years. Her lasagna was freaking incredible. I don't put meat in mine, just generally, I've never been a huge fan of meat in my lasagna. I like either just, plain cheese lasagna or veggie lasagnas, be it like a spinach lasagna, or my neighbor makes an incredible eggplant lasagna. But I've never really been a huge fan of like meat in my lasagnas. I don't put meat in mine. Every now and then maybe, but not generally. But I haven't made a lasagna in a long time, and I just had a craving for my mother's lasagna. It's this time of year I miss her the most, and so I thought, well, I want to make some mama comfort food, and lasagna was one of my favorite things she made, and I didn't have the funds to, because of Mahoney's vet bill, to make my other holiday mama comfort food, which is a broccoli casserole and a squash casserole. They're my other two favorites, so, and all of them are generally pretty expensive to make individually, so, I can only choose one, and to make a batch of my mother's awesome lasagna runs about $20, so that's why, I can't afford to make it very often. I know to most of you, $20 does not sound like a lot of money, but when you're on disability, that's a lot of money. And considering I have Crohn's disease and I don't require a lot of food, I just don't make a lot of stuff like that very often. So that is what I'm doing today. I'm going to make a cake and make my mama's awesome lasagna, and yep, that's it. So just thought I'd bring you guys along for a ride. I know some of you have said you really enjoy seeing my cooking vlog, so again, I'm trying to include more of that in my channel. I wanted to do one, and then I was like, no, I'm just too tired, I won't go up to it today. But then I knew if I didn't, I would be upset at myself if I didn't, because I don't know when I'm making my mama's lasagna again. So, but I just want to make a vlog and go on, so we're gonna get on it. Peace. There we go. I got my batter all mixed up and ready to go in the bump pan. And Patfoot knows what using the beater means usually. It means he gets to lick the beaters. Want some cake beater? Want some cake batter? Gotta wait, okay? Like, I know, you're licking your lips. Say, Mommy's making cake. Be a patient boy, okay? There you go. Clean up real good so I can sanitize them before I use it on the icing. So good. Alright, we got one more. Oops, and I'm dripping it everywhere. Here we go. So good. A little more. Alright, that's a good job. You're a good helper. See, I like to dishwash. So, there we have it. It's kind of hard to see into that light. Get the cake in the pan. Let's stick it in the oven.
Oh, I just need a minute when that song ends. Rolling Stone, rock block era, rock block weekend. It's Atlanta's classic hits 97.1 The River. If you're having like an off day, you feel down or frustrated.
And set the timer. Set 38 to 43 minutes, but we'll put it in the middle. About 41 and check it then. Now it's time to make the icing. So I just made the cream cheese icing for the cake. like I said in the previous video where I made the blue velvet cake, if I don't feel like making the cream cheese icing by hand, well, I mean, I still do, sort of, which I'll explain, but I'll get one of these containers of cream cheese icing, but I don't care for it on its own. It's overly sweet, and it has this really grainy texture, which I don't like. But a way to combat that problem is I take half of an 8-ounce block of cream cheese, and you can do the fat-free cream cheese, as it tastes just the same. So that's what I do. I get a block of fat-free cream cheese, half it. You can either soften it by room temperature or put it in the microwave for about 15-20 seconds, and mix that with the container icing, and it cuts down on that overly sweet taste. It takes away the grain, that grainy texture. And I also add 1 or 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Focus. This stuff's really good. It's expensive, but it's good. And then whatever sort of creamer I have on hand. I usually have Italian sweet cream, but this was already open. This is my Star Wars creamer, the R2-D2, but it's French vanilla. So I just put maybe about a tablespoon of that in there, and I just use the hand mixer and beat it until it's whipped really, really well. So you got a really good, that's way too much. So you got a really good whipped cream cheese icing, which is really yummy. And then what I do is I stick it in the refrigerator for however long, until maybe about an hour, half an hour to an hour before I'm ready to I put the icing on my cake. I will set it out for that time frame, the 30 minutes to an hour. Let it re-soften to room temperature, and then put it on my cake. And make sure your cake is completely cooled, or your cream cheese icing will melt. But that's it. So done with the icing, and we're about to move on to the lasagna. Right? So yum. Pepper's going to lick the beaters. Say, cream cheese. Cream cheese icing. They say dogs don't have the ability to taste sweets with their taste buds. Would you say Peppa disagrees with that? Oh, that was clean. I stuck that right in there. Oh well, rewash. So yeah, I think Peppa knows sweets. You got cream cheese mustache, Bubs. You're so cute. Alright. Was it good? Was it good? So I guess so. So I just checked the cake, and it's actually a couple minutes early being done. Just gonna go ahead and pull it. There we go. God, it smells so good. You can see the little rainbow flecks in it. So I'm just going to check it one more time to be sure it's completely done. And it seems to be. Yeah. So now I'm starting on the lasagna. I made up my tomato sauce. You can use anything you want. There's all kinds of flavored spaghetti sauces, or you can just take tomato sauce and make your own. Then I added this Italian seasoning, which has marjoram, thyme, rosemary, sage, oregano, and basil. And then garlic salt. And got that ready. Then over here, I have my ricotta cheese mixture. I get a big container of ricotta cheese. Dump it out in a bowl. Mix in 2 eggs, because it's going to thin out your ricotta, for one, so makes it much easier to smooth and spread out and work with, as well as it's going to help bind your cheese and noodles and everything all together. So that's it, and I am about to assemble. I also, now you can go through the pain in the arse of cooking your noodles first and then baking, but really these work just as well, the oven ready ones, because I just, with my health and my strength, I don't have the time to invest in all that nonsense. I just want to make an awesome dinner and go on with my evening. So these work just as well. Then we got our big bag of cheese. Your cheeses are really, your huge cost, and your lasagna, that bag right there is, $8 to $10. So, like I said, it's quite expensive for me to make lasagna, but I love it, so we're going to make it, and I'll be back to assemble. So, I really hope you can see me. Get out, nosy! Gonna assemble my lasagna. What I do is I spray my pan a little bit with some spray oil. You mind your business, boy. Yeah. These dogs love cheese. I take a little bit of sauce and I just spread it in the bottom. Even though I spread it, you never know. Sometimes your pasta will stick to the. If I catch you with your tongue in this bowl, you're gonna get it smacked right off. Sometimes your pasta will still tend to stick to the bottom, so I put a little spray, oil, and then the tomato sauce. Plus, it also washes off a little better. So then. Start with my pasta. Start putting that in there. I was hoping I would have, I should have really got another box because I was really hoping I'd have, enough to, make a second one, because actually if those two are going to overlap a bit, if you get out, Lord, one of those days with you, if you have extra stuff left over, you can maybe make a small one and freeze it. Just freeze it and then stick it in the oven whenever you're ready for another one. So, but I have some like other types of pasta, so maybe I can do something with a little of these leftovers. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see through that. I am trying to keep Nosy Rosie out of my business over here. Trying to get into cheese. Anyway, just really makes me miss my mom. And it's hard to smooth out because I had to overlap my pasta. I am so excited. All these yummies today. And then I have some really nice Italian bread that I'm going to make garlic bread with. Alright, then we have our ricotta. Wish I would have had the money to get a couple of these things of ricotta. But, gonna do a layer ricotta. My mom always said the trick to really excellent lasagna is in the cheese. Gotta have lots of cheese. Cheese is my weakness, even though I am lactose intolerant thanks to the Crohn's disease. Cheese is just something I cannot give up. I love cheese. Swiss, Munster, provolone, my favorites. Alright, so then we got your avocado. Mind your business. I'm going to put a layer of mozzarella. Oh, Lordy, I got to sing so bad. It's killing me. Alright, so, and then just start all over again. I do hope I have enough for a second one to put away in the freezer. That would be nice. Get out! Mama will share a lot of things, but lasagna is not one of them. Not with the bubbies. Can't have it anyway. Alright, back off. Ugh. Hey, you're just not cooperative today. Hey, you've just been a cheeky bugger all week. Oh, I just feel so happy and sad at the same time making this. Whenever I was like sick or going through some hard times or whatever when I was younger, Mom would always make me a lasagna. That was my favorite comfort food that she would make when I was a kid. Hers is definitely the best. I'm so glad she taught me to cook and bake just like her. Padfoot, get out. You are always into something. Always underfoot. Padfoot the underfoot. That's what my ex used to call him. Because he's always under your feet. Ever since he was a puppy. Nearly broke his foot a few times stepping on because I wasn't used to a little one being underfoot all the time. And his little feetsies got stepped on quite often. And still do. Only they're much bigger now, so it doesn't hurt as much. Ugh. So excited, I really am. And, like I said, when I was doing my HelloFresh cooking, just being in the kitchen, it's, I'm just totally in my element and it feels awesome. I haven't done much cooking and baking this year until recently, and so this just feels so good. Get out! It's beautiful. Mommy is so happy. So yeah, that's just pretty much what I do, and I keep stacking. I do a couple more layers and stick it in the oven, but that's it. And I'm going to stop here. Otherwise, this will just go on. And I will be back. Get out of there! That's what it looks like so far. So, yeah. Be back later. So, there we go. I got my lasagna made. And I was so excited that I actually had just enough to make a smaller one. So, you can see the size difference. I haven't baked them yet. This one's about to go in the oven, the big one. The little one I'm going to cover in foil and stick in the freezer. So in a few days, all I have to do is pop it in the oven for about an hour and got dinner. And then I took my cake out of the bundt pan to finish cooling over here. It's still slightly warm. So, that's done. And then, once the lasagna is done, I have this really awesome Italian bread. And I will cut it into some slices and make some garlic bread. So, that's it. Lasagna going in the oven. What do you think, bear? He's like, one, get off there. Let's go outside. Want to go potty? Go potty? Let's go potty. Let's go. So, we'll be back later. Back. Down. 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 Down, honey. Good. Pat foot all the way down. All the way. Sit. Good job. Down. Down. You're not listening. Down. Good job. Sit. Good job. Last ones. Pat foot, sit. Good job. Well, the lasagna is out of the oven and it looks and smells amazing. Had a little taste to make sure the noodles were done. Taste amazing. I did come back when it was finished and I topped it with Swiss cheese because I just love a strong pungent cheese. So if you like strong cheese, you can always top it with a stronger cheese or whatever. But right now I've got garlic bread in the oven and we're almost garlic bread and lasagna is done. And I am ready for dinner. And there we go. There is my amazing lasagna dinner. And garlic bread. And I am using my awesome Sonic Spark again. That piece is way too big. I didn't realize when I was cutting it out of the pan how big it was. But whatever I don't eat now, I will have later tonight before bed. But that's my awesome dinner. I'm so excited. So we are going to go eat. So there we go. I've got the cake iced, and I put lovely rainbow sprinkles on it. Focus. And I'm about to cut a couple slices to take to my neighbor and her mother, and I'll show you what the inside looks like. There we go. That's what it looks like inside with the little sprinkles. So, yay. That was a really awesome dinner. This is going to be an awesome dessert. I'm going to have mine later when I finish my dinner, because that piece I cut of the lasagna earlier was just way too big and couldn't eat it all, so I will finish it before bed tonight and then have a piece of cake. Now I'll be having sweet dreams tonight, I hope, but that's it. I'll be back tomorrow to finish out my weekend vlog.